Hello and welcome, my soul tribe. These are going to be short messages about how you can prepare for the 1111 portal energy. Now, I have to say, the very first message for everyone watching this is that in the time frame that I was getting ready to prepare for, this reading, there was a fire across the street and down the block a little ways. The street sweeper is now stalled in front of me here, so you might hear that sound in the background. And then the tornado sirens went off. And so the message, and it's just the test that they do every Tuesday of the month, but the message there is that timing is going to be everything with this 1111 portal. Don't try to push things forward. Kind of ride the wave and adapt to kind of what is happening around you. Stay balanced, okay, within. Stay in your peaceful energy. And just adapt pretty much and observe what is happening around you, because I do feel like the 1111 portal is going to be pretty powerful this year. And there could be a lot of things happening all at once, perhaps. So timing is definitely going to be a factor. So try not to push things forward too soon and just adapt to if there are any sort of delays or anything going on around you that you kind of need to adapt to or adjust your schedule a little bit, because that was very interesting. So let's go ahead and get into it. Remember, you can look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Only receive what resonates, release what doesn't, as these are collective messages. Starting out for Aries, the way that you can prepare is the Eight of Wands. Some of you might feel like you've already prepared and now you're just open to receive that communication, that momentum. You might feel like you've taken the aligned action that is important for you to take to bring about, that flow of blessings, to bring about the success, that you've been working toward here. The Eight of Wands also speaks of communication, so being open to communicate, receive communication. But this one in particular is really quite beautiful with that waterfall, right? So it does feel like, just like how everything was happening, it wasn't all at once, but quickly in the same time frame. That might be the case for you, Aries. So I think being prepared for success, being prepared to take action. There goes the street sweeper. Okay, is going to be important for you for the 1111 portal, because the Eight of Wands is about momentum, communication, and also passion. Okay, but it's interesting too that we have, the waterfall, the emotional energy, right, flowing through here. So also making sure that you're keeping your spaces and your energy clear, utilizing water, to assist you. Okay. Maybe the fact that there was, a fire down the block here, making sure that, you are practicing fire safety, right? Making sure that you're utilizing or having water, or something around you. If you're doing any sort of burning ceremonies or anything of that nature, you can also connect in with the fire element, of course, through meditations and any sort of manifesting that you desire to do here. But it feels like things are pretty well lined up for you, Aries. So if there's any, last minute sort of aligned action that's important for you to take, make sure, again, like what I said at the beginning of this, in the beginning of sitting down for this video, make sure you're reading the room, right? But yes, it feels like with that Eight of Wands, things are moving forward in a very successful way. And this 1111 energy is going to really open up to those blessings, okay? I'm also hearing make sure your heart space is open to receive, okay, Aries? Beautiful. So for my Leo viewers, we have the Chariot energy. So this is making sure that you're moving forward in a balanced way, that you're continuing to practice those skills that you want to master, that you are, your head and your heart are in the same, working together and on the same page, and that you're moving forward away from, kind of the old ways or things that are outdated that no longer serve you, right? Because around the 1111 portal, there might be certain energies that want to pull you back into a lower timeline. So just be aware of that and keep that beautiful momentum, even if it's just taking one step toward your goal a day here with that Chariot energy. And also, since it is, water sign energy, make sure too that your heart space is open. okay? That you are listening to your intuition and the way you're being guided forward, okay? Our guides have been incredibly loud lately. Okay, Sagittarius, we have the Empress energy. So Sagittarius, it's about nurturing yourself. It's about sitting back and enjoying your experience at this time with the Empress energy. Okay, it's like you're almost ready to give birth to this new creation, this blessing, this new business. There's something you've been working on here for a while here with the Empress energy. But there's a sense of just relaxing and trusting and knowing, and having that vibration of abundance, right? And knowing that you can access that energy within you, but also to connect in with nature and see all of the abundance that is within nature, all of the support and love within nature here. Okay. So that's really beautiful. So focus on that fulfillment, that appreciation for what is in your experience here, Sagittarius. All right, so for my Taurus viewers, we have the Hierophant and we have the Hangman energy. Okay, so some of you are going to be shifting your belief systems around maybe what is possible, around what you want to make a commitment to, some of the structures in your experience. Okay, you're getting a new perspective here. You're guided to have a new perspective when it comes to that which you are manifesting, creating within your experience here. Okay, so you're looking at structures differently. You're looking at what you've made commitments to in a different way, right? With that Hangman energy. Some of you might be on like the brink of making a commitment, a serious commitment in a relationship or with a business or some sort of contract here. Okay, and you're guided to really take time to meditate, okay, and prepare for this energy, Taurus, before you take aligned action or before you make that commitment. The Hangman energy asks you to go within, okay, to go within, to reflect. Some of you also might be visited by a spirit guide or some sort of ancestor in your experience. Some of you, to prepare your energy, might just be connecting with animals at this time for the 1111 portal. And you're finding, just like he's in that pose there in yoga, you're finding your balance, okay, your inner peace. And that is something that is assisting you with this 1111 energy, okay? That's 1111 portal coming up here. Some of you practice yoga and you're guided to, do a little bit of that just to keep your energy balanced, to keep your body, in the shape that you want it to be in, the flexibility that you want it to be in. Of course, use your discernment with that, right? Be very mindful whenever you're working out or practicing yoga. But yes, there's a sense of you really preparing in a sacred way for this 1111 portal energy, because it's going to create some change in your experience. All right. And that could have to do, again, with some sort of commitment. For my Capricorn viewers, we have the Tower energy, and this is to embrace change, okay? That structure, certain things that aren't working out, it's for a reason. No longer, those structures no longer align with you, okay? Those foundations no longer align with you. So this is embracing change, okay? So take time to embrace change and kind of flow with it with this Tower energy. Tower energy creates space for the new, okay? So there are some endings or there are some changes within you. It lets you know that your frequency is shifting. You're shifting to a higher frequency. You're outgrowing maybe places, spaces, relationships, and you're ready to do this releasing. The Tower energy can also be receiving downloads, okay, or a spiritual awakening as well. But there's this sense for you, Capricorn, to embrace the change, because I feel like it's something that's outside of your control, but it's also something that benefits you. So look at it with the perspective of, how is this change serving me, or serving my highest and greatest good, or supporting me in my success? Okay, so your perspective is going to be really important here, Capricorns, okay? And that's all that I have for Capricorn. For my Virgo viewers, we have the 8 of Swords into the 9 of Cups, and I heard instantly, get out of your head and into your heart space. Start focusing on and appreciating what is around you. Start to do a little bit of daydreaming, a little bit of sitting back, experiencing, focusing on things that you enjoy, because that's going to shift your frequency. Okay. But it's really important that you get out of your head and you get into that heart space and focus on your wish fulfillment at this time for what you want to bring about. Some of you have felt, you've kind of been stuck within your mind, stuck within certain patterns. Okay. So it's really important that you take that time to, some of you affirmations will be helpful. One thing I do before I get out of bed is I tell myself today is going to be a great day, or today is a great day. And I say my affirmations before my feet even hit the floor. So setting the energy is going to be important for you. If you do need to give your mind a sense of focus, then focus on things that you enjoy and you appreciate. That's going to help shift your frequency here. Okay. Beautiful, Virgo. Let's go ahead to my Gemini viewers. Gemini, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this has to do with your contracts. This has to do with teamwork. Okay, so Geminis, it's time to look at who's on your team, who is a healthy and supportive energy within your experience. Okay, with this Three of Pentacles, who is on your team, right? Who's on your team? Who's working together with you? Some of you, you're looking at collaborating with others. Okay, if it's not at work, maybe it's some sort of project, collaborating with the universe. But the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. So some of you, it's opening up and receiving that assistance, or asking the universe, asking those around you for that assistance. Okay. Knowing what people's strengths are and knowing like kind of what roles they can play, right? That's something that's important for you to do here too, Gemini. But seeds planted, there's also that message coming through, like who is it that feeds the fears, and who is it that feeds the belief or the faith, or is that loving presence in your life, or that positive influence. I just did Virgo's reading here, and Virgo is about affirmations might be helpful for you. Okay. So look into some affirmations that you can tell yourself to set the energy. But yes, teamwork is going to be very important moving forward with this 1111 portal for you, Gemini. So it's important to know who's on your side. It's important to know who celebrates you, who supports you, and also to take a look at details. If you're signing any sort of contracts or anything, that you're really looking over the details here. But a big message coming through for you, Gemini, is to embrace the support. Like embrace the support, or ask those for what you need assistance with, right? Because there are other people around you, maybe with your at work, or your family, or your friends, or your soul tribe, that have skill sets that can assist you, in specific ways, right? You're not meant to take it all on yourself. So that's a message there coming through for you, Gemini. Okay, for my Libras, we have the Two of Cups. So focus on your relationships, the connections that you're making. The Two of Cups is vibrational match experiences. So this is being aware of kind of who you're around, and like how your frequency, how your frequency is affected. So are you around people and your frequency is supported, or do you feel like you're having to constantly clear your energy? The Two of Cups here is about your partnerships, your relationships. You bring the best to the table, and you've done a lot of work on yourself, and somebody else doing that as well with the Two of Cups energy. Some of you, it's just even like connecting heart to heart with somebody, making a decision about a relationship here. There's a lot of beauty that is within this, Libra. But I feel like there's a partnership coming in, whether you're attracting in a mentor, a love relationship, working on your relationship. It feels like being aware of who is vibrationally matched for you, or some of you may have been, calling this in. You've been calling in, a counterpart energy, whether that is for your healing and your self-growth, or that is for just a loving romantic relationship. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling here with this Two of Cups is two people that vibrate at a similar frequency and can support each other with like a long-term goal or a main goal. So some of you might feel like you need to have certain conversations before the 11-11 portal. Some of you might meet someone right before the 11-11 portal. Some of you might feel guided to reach out, or someone might feel guided to reach out to you to connect with this 11-11 portal energy. But I just feel there's a lot of compassion and respect, this mutual compassion and respect and balance here between masculine and feminine energy. But many of you, it will be a heart-to-heart, okay? It will be a heart-to-heart with someone in your experience, and that's a way that you can prepare. Some of you too, just like Gemini's message, it's teamwork, right? Who's on your team, who you want to kind of move forward with, who pours into you and you pour into them, that sort of balanced, beautiful, harmonious relationships and friendships with that Two of Cups energy. And for many of you, like if you are in the feminine energy, you're that beacon calling in that masculine energy, or if you're in the masculine energy, you feel guided to reach out to feminine energy. It just kind of depends, right? So for my Aquarius viewers, to prepare for the 11-11 portal, we have the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. So this is saying not to dwell on what has not worked out, but actually look at and make any sort of adjustments you need to make here, Aquarius, for your success, for your happiness, right? That 5 of Cups is about disappointment and being disappointed with already what has happened. But if you see, there's the 2 of Cups behind her. So I think what is a nice launching pad for you, Aquarius, is yes, learning from those experiences, but also appreciating what is around you. Her head's kind of looking down, and yes, you might be in a little bit of self-reflection, releasing some grief at this time, all normal, right? But with this 6 of Pentacles, I feel like you have so much value to share with the world. And I feel like that's going to motivate you to do so here, okay? There might have been some setbacks, Aquarius, recently, but I feel like you will be moving forward, in greater strides with this 11-11 portal energy. The 6 of Pentacles also speaks about a gift. So there could be some gift that you don't realize is going to be showing up here. But some of you need to shift your perspective into looking at, or I should say it would be valuable to shift your perspective into looking at the gifts that other people have shared with you or have taught you here. Whether it was dealing with rejection or dealing with disappointment or dealing with some sort of cycle, that's where you reflect, like, okay, what can I shift or change, or what am I learning from this cycle, right? So that I can make different choices moving forward. So there was a lot of wisdom that you acquired up until this point. And I feel like you will be doing things differently moving forward. But to prepare for this 11-11 portal, Aquarius, it is about reflection, releasing, okay? And then starting to appreciate and see the value in your experiences, okay? And like I said, some of you too might be receiving some sort of gift or blessing or leg up, from the universe or through some earth angel in your experience with that 6 of Pentacles, okay? I kind of get this sense that you might be an entrepreneur and you might be trying different things and they haven't worked, but that's all kind of part of the process of learning what works and what doesn't, right? And you're incredibly creative and brave, and there could be something, a certain way of doing things, okay, that might be beneficial for you here that you haven't yet had access to, right? Maybe it's some sort of information. Maybe it's somebody, again, investing and supporting. Okay. But I do feel like, yeah, changing your mindset from kind of being disappointed to focusing on the appreciation. I know some people don't resonate with gratitude, but focus on the appreciation and all that you have, right? And if there are those that, don't want to receive your wisdom or don't see the value of what you put out there, you're encouraged to know that there will be those who do, right? For those that are unsure, there will be those that are like, yes, absolutely, can't wait, right? So whether it's your product you're selling, whether it's your career, whether it's love and relationships, I know you've got a lot going on, Aquarius, I can feel it. But just know that, yeah, shifting your perspective will be, helpful here. And that for every no that you received, right, or door that closed, there's going to be a lot more that will be opening in the future after the 11/11 portal. Okay. But navigate accordingly and learn from your experiences and allow them just to make you more embodied in your wisdom, okay, and in your confidence, because I do feel like there is going to be a big shift here, okay. But if you're looking down, you might not see it, okay. Some of you too, it's like you were so focused on disappointment, you were missing opportunities that were, being presented to you. So quite a bit there, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. We have the Page of Pentacles. So you have just kind of this taking a first step, new beginning here. There's also kind of a daydreamy energy that's coming through here, Pisces. So you're manifesting through daydreaming will be helpful here. Maybe grounding, spending time, grounding with nature will be very helpful for you. Okay, some of you tending to your flowers, tending to your any sort of gardening, or yard work even might be helpful. Some of you just laying down in the grass and just resting, recharging will be helpful for you, because I feel like it's taking baby steps forward. But to me, I feel like more so for you, Pisces, it's about self-care, and it's about kind of a lightness of a light mindset, right? A light-hearted energy, a kind of playful, youthful energy, because you are bringing this new energy into your experience with the 11/11 portal. But yeah, it does feel like it's kind of like Sagittarius. You might have strong Sagittarius in your chart. You might be called to rest, relax, recharge, spend time in nature, spend time doing what you love, feed your inner child at this time, right? If you have children or nieces and nephews, spending time with them, whatever feels aligned for you here. Okay, Pisces? Okay, for my Cancer signs, we have the Lovers. Okay, so spending time with your partner here, with the Lovers, or focusing on, if you don't have someone, calling them into your experience here. Like thinking about what it would be like if that person was in your experience, being very clear about who you want to manifest, who you want to call to you with the Lover's energy. And I feel that for both masculine and feminine energy. If you are in a relationship, just spending time connecting with each other, to prepare for the 11/11 portal, because whatever shifting and changing could be, affecting the both of you here. There could be a lot of clearing of energy happening. If you are in masculine energy, same thing, who's your goddess, right? Who's your goddess? Who's the beautiful feminine energy, that you're calling into your experience, and getting very detailed about that, right? And opening up, I'm feeling the heart space, like opening up your heart space to those new beginnings and to a partner. Yeah, but many of you, for those of you that are in healthy relationships, it's just spending time with your partner, just vibing, okay? In this intimacy, in the beauty of your relationship, in appreciation of each other, in your eye contact, and, just your sense of knowing in your connection. Okay? And then we have Scorpio, the King of Cups, opening up your heart space, expressing your emotions and feelings, okay? is going to be really helpful. Embracing your sensitivities at this time. But this King of Cups energy is about trusting in your intuition, just like the Queen of Cups. There could be some celebration energy. It's almost like you're like celebrating this new beginning before it comes in. Again, there's a lighthearted, playful energy showing up here for you. Scorpios, okay, so you might have just gone through something dense or heavy, and now you're celebrating the lighter frequencies here. Some of you expressing what's on your heart is going to be important, maybe to the universe. He's like expressing that, to the ocean, maybe to a loved one, that you care about. But that King of Cups energy is that beautiful, open, flowing love, compassion energy, right? That you're putting out into the universe. Some of you dancing. There might be like a certain way your body wants to express itself, wants to move. Communication, okay? That's what I'm sensing here for you, Scorpio. So that is what I have. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Again, look at your moon, rising, and Venus. And if it, those messages didn't resonate, they didn't resonate, Trust in your intuition and your internal compass here. Many of you feel like, oh gosh, I need to, take some action. Some of you be like, I need to kick my legs up and relax and energetically prepare. Some of you will be making some bigger decisions about your timeline, about your relationships, your commitments. Some of you will be calling in relationships, new partners here. Some of you, there will be endings that will be happening, and that you're they pretty much would already be happening. Okay, a lot of change, perhaps, some of you, it's a shift in your mindset, preparing your mindset for success instead of focusing on the past or disappointments. Some of you, it's simply opening up your heart space to receive. And to also overall, like, move with the energy of what you're feeling. So if you're exhausted, don't go take a 5-mile walk, right? Listen to your body. Listen to what your body needs. If you need to drink more water, drink more water. If you need to eat healthier, eat healthier. Like, give yourself what it is that you need. Utilize your internal compass, and listen to your body as to how to navigate and prepare, for the 11/11 portal energy. So that's what I have. Thank you so much for being here. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.